Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back and I miss y'all. Let me turn on my do not disturb. Hold on. I'm going to turn on my do not disturb. Okay, I'm back. I turned on my do not disturb. How y'all doing today? I miss y'all, because we're in a relationship, y'all, over here, whether you MAGA or not. We've been together a long time now, over a year now. So there's no way I'm going to let y'all just leave me because I've been sick and gone. Yes, it was my birthday this past weekend, but Monday and Tuesday, I was not feeling good. So I couldn't go live. I was going to try to push myself yesterday to go live, but I don't think that was a good thing to do because I felt like I was getting dizzy yesterday. So I couldn't go live. Come on here and give y'all any love, but y'all know I love you. Hello, King Allen. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, good. You can hear me. Thank you. But I miss y'all and I love you and I'm glad to be back. If I break out in a sweat, don't think anything bad of me. It's just I'm fighting a cold. I'm hormonal, menopause and all. Just bear with me. I love you. We got so much to cover, y'all. So much has been happening. And even on the days I have not been live, I've been collecting and researching things to cover on my channel. Hit that like button for me, please. So we absolutely have a lot to talk about, and especially Donald Trump and Don Jr. allegedly funding $620 million or more. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be the first thing. But what I made up in my mind earlier as I was doing my research, Donald Trump is not going to keep me from talking about the Epstein files. Donald Trump is doing everything possible because even he falls asleep a lot. But I even think he's faking sometimes when he sleeps so we can talk about that and not the Epstein files. But he is not going to stop me from talking about the Epstein files because something needs to be done. And Dunny needs to be shut down. Shut him down. Hello, Queen Dorothy. How you doing? Hello, King Ref. Oh, thank you for blessing me. Hello, King Ref. How you doing? I love you. I love all of you. So we got a lot to cover. Again, welcome to my channel. I am Queen Lillie. Hit that like button as you are coming in. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. Also, my Venmo is in the description as well. You can send me something through Venmo. And I have a PayPal link in the description. So if you want to bless me, you can bless me that way. But through YouTube, you have to send me super stickers and super chats. I apologize. Thank you. And thank you, King Ralph Perry, for blessing me. I love you. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. Check out the memberships too as well. I have the Ruby's membership and the Diamonds membership. Check it out. You won't regret it. You get things that the regular channel subscribers do not get to see. And they will never get to see unless they become a member. So check it out. And I'm going to be doing a live soon with the members. So I'll let you know. So, y'all, Occupy Democrats have posted something tonight about Don Jr. Hold on. I got to stop the music. I apologize. Don Jr., the Trump family, just may be in a bit of trouble. It said Trump gets caught funneling $620 million with a record loan to his investment firm. And it's all about those crypto. I think that's what it's saying. But hold on, y'all. I'm going to open this up and read all of it. Because it wants to do what it want to do. But okay. It said break-in. Trump's MAGA scam exposed. Trump's Pentagon just handed Don Jr. a record $620 million loan. All for a rare earth magnet scheme his own dad doesn't even understand. They taking advantage of that old papa. Donnie don't know anything that's going on, but he's a grifter too. So he taught his children very well. So while drowsy Don mumbles, nobody knows what a magnet is, his son is cashing in like it's gold rush. Thanks to Vulcan Elements, a no-name company backed by Trump Jr.'s 1789 capital. Translation: if your dad runs the government, Magnets suddenly become very profitable. But Donald Trump didn't even know what a magnet was. But anyway. Okay, ethics watchdogs are sounding the alarm. 735 million in shady Trump-linked contracts since January. And counting. But hey, when your entire presidency is a walking conflict of interest, who needs laws? I don't care if Donald Trump is the man in the Oval Office. He has to abide by the laws, which he has not since he's been in there. And for some reason, because he's a mediocre white man, he has been allowed to slide and do whatever he wants. But it's going to catch up with you, Donnie, real soon. Best believe, real soon. Hit that like button, please, for me. Come on in and hit the like button. So we're just going to step on in, y'all, to the Epstein situation. And what is happening on that island? We're going to take a listen to our girl, Christina Talks. She's going to give her point of view. Then I'm going to give my commentary on it as well. It's a lot going on. A lot was released. The Dems released it. And it didn't come from the Epstein files that the FBI and Pam Bundy has. Because they won't release anything. Even though the judge has stated to release the Epstein files. This comes from the Epstein estate. And everybody's talking about it. It was released today. Take a listen. Uh-oh, hold on, baby.
Baby, I'm starting to go through some of the photos that was dropped by the Oversight Committee. Oh, honey. Baby, why did the island guy have a dentistry room? Now, I know dentistry is expensive as hell, baby. I mean, you're talking, come on now. I've been going through it for the last couple of weeks, honey. It costs a lot to get your teeth fixed. But, what the fuck? I mean, seriously, baby, I don't even want my mind to go where it might go today as to why the island guy had a dentistry room. Baby, I'm just going to say this, honey. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to let it rest. I don't want to put this image in your head today, but I will let you know that there is this theory that teeth get in the way of a certain kind of play. God, I hope that's not what it was for. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, God, I gotta go back to viewing these photos and try not to regurgitate. What the fuck? Well,
y'all know it has been said and alleged that Donnie put his mouth on Bubba. And we know Donnie's teeth are not his teeth because they move around. I wonder, did Epstein have him sit in his dentist's office? Because it's been said and alleged that Epstein gave photos to Putin on Donnie. And there's a video floating around. I honestly believe and think that Epstein decided to give it to more than just Putin. Because pay attention to this video I got for you. Donnie is at a meeting with other leaders, prime ministers and other presidents and kings. And the man walk up to him and show him some photos. And Donnie is startled and acting very nervous. Our country has been jeopardized and put in trouble with other countries and other leaders because Donald Trump and his sinful, ugly ways before he got in that Oval Office has tainted our country. We are a laughingstock. We are a laughingstock because we have somebody sitting in that Oval Office that ain't clean at all. That mouth ain't clean. That body ain't clean. That diaper is not clean. Go change them, somebody. Take them to the nursing home. But anyway, let me get to the video and I'm going to show you. Skip to the little, my darling. Hold on. Yes, God. Yes. Because this man has something on Donnie. Everybody got something on Donald Trump. So the deeds that he's doing that's hurting the American people, he's being played like a yo-yo. It's other country leaders making him do those things to hurt us Americans. We have been compromised in the worst way. Hold on. Mama got you, baby. You know I got the best breast milk in town, you know. I take care of my people. Hold on. Thank you, Jesus. Help me find this right quick. Because Donald Trump is putting the American people in harm's way. And it's a horrible feeling. We are experiencing injustice because of Donald J. Trump and what the other country leaders have on him. Think about it. Why is this man doing all these things that's hurting us. Well, he promised his platform he was going to pull us out of the situation that President Joe Biden supposedly have put us in. But no president has put us in any worse condition than Donald J. Trump. None. Hold on, y'all. I've saved so much stuff, I got to dig and find what I'm talking about. Because this is not fun, what our country is going through. And then I'm going to show you about Donald Trump's good best friend before Epstein, Roy, that he was best friends with. And it's being said that they have compromising things with Donnie and Roy. So remind me, Alan, to show y'all about the Roy situation too. Okay, God, where's that video of him, the man showing him pictures? And Donnie looked very startled, you know? Because Donald Trump don't like anybody showing anything about him, but he sure want to destroy everybody else's lives. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on, babes. I love y'all. Bear with me. Because I've saved so many videos. I have to flash through all these videos to show y'all the goods on Donnie. Come on, Lord. I know I ain't say that much stuff. Jesus be a fence and a vessel. I shouldn't have saved this much stuff. I'm going to have a hard time finding this video. Welcome to my video phone. Can you handle me? That's Beyonce. And Lady Gaga. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get to that video because Donald Trump has put our country in some compromising situations because of his past. Here we go. When I tell you my God is awesome and he won't let you down, Jesus is mine. Hold on. So Trump has sold out America to the highest bidder, or is he being manipulated, blackmailed? I will show you this video again sometime in this live. I'm going to show you this again sometime in this live. But just take a look, okay?
You need to see this clip. This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. He shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it. If anybody knows who this guy is, or if you know how to read lips, it'd be pretty sweet if you could decipher what they're saying in this video.
Now, think about it. In the middle of Donald Trump and the man that showed him the photos is the prince from Saudi Arabia that was just in our Oval Office that unalived one of our journalists. That was him. This is way before he came to the Oval Office and Donald Trump had a war criminal in the Oval Office that unalived an American journalist. Our country is compromised by Donald J. Trump. Whatever that is, Putin has it too. I'm going to show you this video again. Donald Trump looked like he is in fear. The old man, even his family, I believe, in my opinion, that they know what is going on. Why would you let your old father be manipulated just because you're making money off of it too? That's elder abuse. I feel like they all is elderly abusing this sick-minded man. That Saudi prince was in our Oval Office. That's the people, the citizens, the taxpayers' Oval Office. Donald Trump is not his. Even though he wants to take it and do what he wants to with the White House, it's not his. It's the people, us. And he has put us in compromising situations because things he has done, not the American people. The sourpuss has done a lot of sour things that's coming back to hunt him. And he putting us in jeopardy. We're going to watch this video again.
You need to see this clip. This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. He shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it. If anybody knows who this guy is, or if you know how to read lips,
I cannot remember that man's name, but I know who he is. But which bubble is it? Because this is a different bubble they probably showing. I don't think it's a bubble that we think that's from the Epstein emails. Which bubble is it, Donnie? How many men you got this bubble for your mouth? Those paper thin lips, they can't be great because Elon went on about his business. And Bubba don't want it anymore. He'd rather have his old lady. We are in some effed up situations because of Donald Trump. Every other country has something on him. And because he has something on, they have something on him, he is punishing us, the American people. He's doing their deeds. Thank you, MAGA, for voting this fool in and some handful of black people that was stupid. Thank you. And my Latino people, thank you for putting us in harm's way. Not all, but a vast majority. Put the American people in harm's way. Now we're going to get on down to the good foot. Just a moment. Let me take a sip of water. Hello, Ryan, 2691. He said, Bubba was my only friend. Honey, honey, honey. I miss you, baby. Honey, honey. Let me tell you something. Howell Hayes, honey, Africans was here before everybody. So how the fuck you gonna tell me to leave my land? And some of my heritage, they were here before any of y'all got here, before y'all pilgrims came over and you ran a game on them and just took the land. They were here, baby. They were here. I see I have a little of each of you in me. They were here, baby. Your people only 6,000 years old, and I'm not being mean. I'm just stating facts. Before you come for my neck, research. Education is imperative. So we're going to take a listen to this, and this is the truth about Donald J. Trump. Trump named as a defendant in human trafficking in an IP theft lawsuit. I don't know about this, but I'm bringing it to my people, and you judge whether you believe it or not, okay?
Shit. This right here, this court filing behind me, is a lawsuit naming Donald J. Trump as the defendant in human trafficking and IP theft case. The guy who screams law and order is being accused of the exact shit he loves to project onto everyone else. Coercion, retaliation, assault, stolen technology, stolen work, and using the power of the presidency to cover it all up. The filing lays out 8 years of alleged abuse and says Trump's billionaire buddies and federal agencies benefited from it. Gates, Musk, DHS, the whole fucking crew. And the plaintiff isn't just suing. She's demanding summary judgment because 2 other states already entered defaults against some of the same people, meaning the court's already sitting on piles of unanswered evidence. But MAGA wants you to believe Trump is the victim. No, the only thing he's a fucking victim of is his own corruption, which is finally fucking catching up to him. This is who they worship. This is who they want in charge. And every page behind me is another reminder that these people don't protect families or children. They protect power and then destroy anyone who threatens it. Holy shit. This right here, this court filing behind me, is a lawsuit naming Donald J. Trump as the defendant in a human trafficking and IP theft case.
Ooh, when I tell you nothing surprised me, you can't put anything past Donnie Boy. You can't. E. Jean Carroll owes her millions of dollars. She will never be broke. Give her her money. There's nothing that I wouldn't believe this man has done. He's done so many horrible things. I wouldn't even trust my grandkids around him if I was his children. That's just my opinion. No. Katie Johnson? Poor baby. The young boy I heard about? Poor baby. Even Bubba. Poor Bubba. Because you look at Bubba right now, oh, poor Bubba. Baby, bless your soul. Because Donnie boy got a hold of you too. Bless your soul. Hold on, please. One moment. So right now, we're going to talk about other things, but we're going to keep our focus on Epstein because Donnie doing everything he can to stop us from talking about the Epstein files. Well, Donnie, we're not going to stop talking about it. I don't care if you fall asleep. I don't care if you don't wake up. Go to sleep and don't wake up. That will bless America. You just a couple centimeters away from going to where you want to go. You know you want to go because you're tired. You're tired of them digging up all your dirt, all the bad things you did. Your best friend, Roy, before Epstein was your best friend, Roy used to take you to get expensive suits made. Yeah. Roy took good care of Donnie, y'all. Then Epstein came along. Bad boy. You're a bad boy for life. Donnie. So, this is going to be about Pam Bundy. And Justin abandons Bundy as Epstein release explodes. So we're going to focus on the Epstein part, okay? Hold on. And this is coming from Jack Churchillarella. I can't pronounce his name right because it's a beautiful name, but I can't pronounce it right. Hold on. Wait a minute, because I want to start at a specific spot. I forgot where I was going to start, but anyway, we'll go ahead and just listen to this part.
Online, seeing it as the best way to avoid primary challenges and the physical harm that MAGA cultists will threaten them with if they break with Donald Trump. But now there is something more dangerous in front of them, and that is being attached to the Epstein cover-up, not just because it is politically toxic, even for Republicans, but there are criminal implications, and it is why a coalition that would usually always bend the knee to Donald Trump is now at each other's throats, and it doesn't just stop in the White House or the House. There has now been crossover as Mike Johnson is allowing Pam Bondi to be thrown under the bus as her job seems to be slipping away from her. We are going to get into it all and how MAGA is once again in shambles. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button because it goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, before we get into how Johnson has thrown Pam Bondi under the bus and the MAGA civil war that's erupting, we have to start with the latest Epstein update out there, which is newly released photos and videos from Epstein's private island, and it is the reason why the House is acting today.
Yeah, Anna, as you mentioned, this is a group of 14 photos and videos documenting different parts of what is said to be the Epstein estate on the Virgin Islands, on Epstein Island. There are some images of bedrooms. We see beds. We see some bathrooms, a bathtub, a sink in one case. There are some images of outside, some scene images, and in one, there is a sign that says no trespassing. You can see some of these images on the screen right now. I want to make very clear, Anna, this comes from a a November 18th letter that Democrats, led by Congressman Robert Garcia, Democrats on the Oversight Committee, sent to the Attorney General of the U.S. Virgin Islands, requesting a bounty of information, documents, information from investigations, what have you, that the Virgin Islands may have had in its possession that has to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, it's an important distinction because this is not in response to that bill that Congress passed last month to compel the DOJ to release the Epstein files. This has to do with that November 18th letter from the U.S. Virgin Islands. So again, here's a video of outside. You're seeing parts of these 14 images and documents. I'll read to you a little bit of what Robert Garcia said in his statement accompanying the release of this information. He said, quote, "These new images are a disturbing look into the world of Jeffrey Epstein and his island. We are releasing these photos and videos to ensure public transparency in our investigation and to help piece together a full picture of Epstein's horrific crimes. We won't stop fighting until we deliver justice for the survivors." And he finishes by saying it's time for President Trump to release all the files now. So again, this is just...
As you all see, those are images from Epstein's estate. The Dems delivered that to us today because Donald Trump and his goonies, Pam Bundy, Cash Patel, and the others, Mike Johnson, they would not release the files as they have been told by a judge. Some reason Donald Trump believes that, you know, he doesn't have to listen to anybody. You're not a king, Dunny. You're just a dusty old man that need to be wheeled off in a wheelchair to the old folks' home. And somebody must please change his diaper. I can smell him. Change him, please. And put the diaper rash cream on him because that poor man is raw. But he still want to pull on that little pity pad. It's all raw with diaper rash and all. And Dunny still want to pull on it. That's how you know he a nasty old man. Nasty boy. But even though all of those things has been released today, and they are in hopes that it will motivate Donald Trump to release everything as been told by a judge, but he refuses to. Only a guilty person will refuse to release the Epstein files. If you're not in it, Dunning, which we all know that over 1,000 FBI agents redacted Donald Trump out of the Epstein files. And we were told by somebody that worked for the DOJ that they would redact all the Republican men, MAGA Republican men, out of the Epstein files. And they would keep the Democrats in there. But as been told by the judge, you need to release them non-redacted. Donnie, the Grand Reaper is going to cut through you at night in your sleep, and the ancestor's going to whip you in your sleep. Release the Epstein files. Donnie he doesn't like to go to sleep because the black ancestors is whipping his ass in his sleep, I'm telling y'all. The Haitian ancestors, oh yes, Donnie. Because right now, Donnie is trying to sign something to kick all the Haitian people out of this country. Honey, when it comes to them, they the best root workers there is. That's why Donnie won't go to sleep. So you see him taking cap naps through the press conferences. Just as yesterday. He's drooling, mouth all lopsided, because we know, apparently and allegedly, this man has had several strokes. Ain't nobody's mouth going to be lopsided like that. If you pay attention to him, go look at the videos of him on Air Force One lately. His mouth leans to another side. That's not normal. It has nothing to do with his alleged dementia. Plenty of doctors have stated they can tell that Donnie boy, fat boy, has had a couple strokes. But let the MAGA Republican people tell you in that dingbat press secretary, Levitt, that his health is good. He's in great health. When we all know that Donald Trump is looking worse every day. But the thing is, President Joe Biden has cancer, and he's in better shape than Donnie. And he doesn't have cankles at all. He was just greeting a beautiful young lady yesterday at the airport. Such a beautiful little young queen. And President Joe Biden, he stands right up. He ain't walking around with any bags on him. He has cancer, Donnie. You got catheters and all, honey. Bags on your legs and all. And you got cankles. And President Joe Biden got cancer, but he's sure looking healthier than you. He's older than you. What a shame, Donnie. What a shame. All that evil got you looking like a piece of fat shit. Shall I resume? So we're going to take a listen to what this guy has to say. Because Donald Trump has a lot of hateful things to say about Somali people. And then because of what Donald Trump is doing, he has made MAGA think it's all right to attack black people. And don't even know if they're Somali or not, but making up things. So take a listen to this. Then after this, I'm going to show you a video of the actual actions of MAGA effing with people. Because he want to F around and find out what it's all about. Well, Donnie, you're the problem in this country, and I can't wait till you go to sleep and don't wake up. Okay? One moment, please. Trump is the reason racists are thinking they can bully black and brown people. Hold on, okay? And this is coming from Uniting Now. Please subscribe to his channel. Thank you.
The result of Trump's rhetoric. A black man and his girlfriend were minding their own business shopping in Costco when this white guy comes up to them, starts ramming into their shopping cart, and accuses him of not being born in the United States, calling him Somalian. When you take a look at what Trump's been saying recently about Somali communities, it's no surprise people are acting this way. Take a look.
You want to say that again? Say what again? What you just said. This is your country? Yeah, you're funny. I'm a USA citizen too. United States.
Got a green card. Just move your little scrawny Somali ass down there.
I'm not even Somali. You don't even know what I am. You're a coward.
You want to know the reason why this white guy did all of that stuff to this innocent black man? Because he claimed he was in his way, as he was simply looking for groceries like everybody else in the store. He could have just simply asked him to move like a normal person, but instead he started ramming into his shopping cart and accusing him of being born in another country. There is no excuse for that type of behavior. He saw a black man and instantly decided he wasn't American. That's not an accident, it's the result of Trump's rhetoric. In the past few months, Trump has singled out Somali communities repeatedly, saying they come from filthy places, calling them trash, and insisting they don't belong in the United States. When a president starts talking that way, it gives permission to people who already hold those types of beliefs. They start acting out in public just like this guy. The man in the video didn't even care that he was being recorded. That tells you everything about how normalized hate has become in this country. This is the result of Trump's rhetoric.
Trump's rhetoric has caused MAGA to think they can just approach black and brown people and do and say whatever they want. Well, baby, I don't think you want to try that because everybody got pow-pows, you know? I love you, but you're not going to put your hands on me or do anything to me. I'm going to break your arm and your back if you come for me and mine. So let's get along because that's the godly way. But let's take a listen to some more about the Somali people and Trump's BS.
Donald Trump just called the Somali people garbage, and I am deeply offended at that. The Somali people are beautiful, resourceful, and contribute greatly to the United States of America, and I am proud to call them my friends. No human beings are garbage, but I do have contempt for politicians who trash talk immigrants. Trump should know better. I stand with the Somali people. Donald Trump.
You know who Trump not sending ICE after? Like in Charlotte, a lot of the leaders there, they were talking about how in Charlotte that Donald Trump is on, even the pastors there were talking about, white and black pastors, that Donald Trump is only sending ICE to black and brown neighborhoods. They were talking about how there's illegal Russians in our country, but they're white. So Donald Trump is not having them targeted or attacked by ICE. Yes, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, is full of so many people like me. And they are on top of their things. They're highly educated, great business owners. They're not sitting around waiting on welfare and food stamps. You look it up. Who waiting on the welfare and food stamps in Charlotte, North Carolina? It's not us, baby. So stop the foolishness. Don't let Donald Trump back into a wall that you can't come off of and you get your ass whipped. See, I'd rather operate in love. I know my people. They rather operate in love because we know how hate feels towards us. So we don't want to give out hate. Although that's what y'all decide to display, MAGA, on everybody that's not the same color or speak the language that you speak. But did you not forget we all took French or Spanish in high school? Some took it in middle school. Some kids are learning Spanish, French, and everything else as toddlers. So what? You're going to hold them accountable for your sick mind? Why would you not want to be educated? It's good to learn different languages. And stop harassing people because you're low vibrational. Grow. Allow your mind to grow. Don't be like Donald Trump. Low vocabulary, low vibrational, bad grades at the university that he attended. He lied like he was the top of his class. I just showed you last week that he was not the top of his class. He was nowhere on the list. And then I showed you his grades. D's, F's, C's, minors. How he gonna make America great when he's not even smart? He's a grifter. And you proud to celebrate that grifter. Well, I'm proud to celebrate President Joe Biden and President Barack Obama because they're educated and their wives, oh my God, Dr. Jill Biden, super intelligent. And that Michelle Obama, oh, so many degrees. You can't sit with her, Melania, because all you did was lay on your back, girl. It's been alleged you was Epstein's girl first. Should you and Barron be in our country? Let's see. I got something about that too. Since MAGA is always hollering, get out of my country. Hold on. Because Melania Trump, if you stick to what you're really preaching about, getting out of your country, then Melania and Barron wouldn't be able to be here. So practice what you preach. Do us all a favor and kick out the people that's not real Americans. And you say it wasn't born here? Well, her son was, but she wasn't. Let me find out what I'm talking about. Hold on. Y'all always want to kick somebody out that look like me. Browner people. Yeah, you always want to kick somebody out. But Trump want to keep the criminals in because he let the that crime family stay here from Mexico. And he helped the president, that drug lord, trafficker, that was moving so much in this country. He pardoned him, and he was brown. Can you believe that, MAGA? So he playing in your face when it comes to brown people, because he got you hating brown people, and he out there helping brown people. Long as it's going to benefit him. All right? Let me find out what I'm looking for about Melania. Hold on. Be patient with me. Just a moment. Just a moment. Because I saved so much, it takes me a moment to find it. But bear with me, because I ain't going to lead you wrong, baby. I got what you want. I got what you need. Satisfaction guarantee. You get it from me. You ain't getting it nowhere else like I give it to you. Especially the ones that come on here and want me to peg them. Y'all, they at night, they lay in their bed and they imagine it's me. They like to be pegged, you know, but I have nothing for you tonight. I ran out of Vaseline. I can't peg you tonight, okay? Hold on. Because I got to find out about Melania Trump and Barron Trump. Because you always want to throw somebody out of America. You don't get enough of running them D suckers about throwing people up out of this country. Especially people that was the first people on this earth. And you going to holler about throwing them out. You better stop. You shortening your days. You better go listen to that video I had of that white pastor speaking because he's telling the truth. Where is that video with Melania Trump and Barron Trump? If I don't find it, we're going to move on to something else. But I really wanted to show y'all that. Because MAGA always hollering to throw somebody out. This is my country. No, it's our country. Everybody. This is our country. It's no more yours than anybody else's. Hold on, Jeffro. Hold on. When I tell you that old man Trump done got us in some compromising situations, and that wife of his, we got to watch this again. Then I'm going to find that video with Melania.
You need to see this clip. This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. He shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it.
Nasty boy. We need everything that's got to do with Epstein, because Trump, you're a nasty boy. Don't you like to call women nasty? Especially Jasmine Crockett, the AOC, and that beautiful redhead lady, Stanberry. Yeah, she's gorgeous. That beautiful, thick red hair. Any woman, Trump will call you nasty. And he want to call somebody piggy when he look like a pig, y'all. Can I show you what Donald Trump looks like? Let me see if I got that photo of that pig. Hold on. Please, God, let me have that photo of the pig. I may not have it. But it's a photo of Donnie and a pig side by side. And I think I've saved it, but it's also got to be on my community wall, because I don't see it in here. Nope, it's not in here. But anyway, y'all got to check that out on my community wall, okay? So you just saw the video of Donald Trump with the prince and another leader of another country that have compromising photos of Donnie. I'm going to show it again. Then I'm going to show you that prince sitting in our Oval Office. And that prince beheading an American journalist. And Donnie has him sitting in our Oval Office. Again, Donald Trump has the prince of Saudi Arabia who unalived one of our journalists, American journalists. That's a war crime. But Donnie does war crimes too. Look what he doing to Venezuela. Come on now. But I'm going to show you again, then we're going to get to the good foot, okay?
You need to see this clip.
Look at the prince.
This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. He shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it. If anybody knows who this
Now,
is,
let me show you that prince that beheaded an American journalist. That's a war crime against the American people. Watch this video. One moment, please.
And his family are getting all that great business from the Saudi crown prince. Trump is offering him something incredibly valuable. You see, for years now, the Saudi leader has been a pariah, shunned around the world for his tyrannical rule and human rights abuses. The U.S. has had to deal with him diplomatically, but has largely done so at arm's length, using his pariah status as leverage to push for broader diplomatic goals. But now Trump isn't just eagerly welcoming the Saudi leader back onto the global stage. He is using his position as president to essentially launder the crown prince's reputation.
I'm very proud of the job he's done. What he's done is incredible in terms of human rights and everything else.
I mean, of all the things Trump could call out, shouting out Mohammed bin Salman's work on human rights issues is, well, it's crazy. I mean, back in 2023, the State Department published a report detailing just how many human rights violations were happening in Saudi Arabia under the Crown Prince's rule. It included credible reports of extrajudicial killings, enforced disappearances, torture, life-threatening prison conditions, arbitrary arrests, political prisoners, violence against journalists, religious oppression, political oppression, lack of free and fair elections. I literally could go on and on. And then, of course, there's Jamal Khashoggi. Khashoggi was the American resident and, of course, Washington Post journalist who U.S. intelligence agencies concluded Mohammed bin Salman directed to have murdered. U.S. intelligence agencies believe that bin Salman sent a 15-man team, including 7 men from the Crown Prince's own personal protective detail, to ambush Khashoggi in the Saudi embassy in Istanbul, kill him, and dismember his body with a bone saw. And to be clear, that was bin Salman ordering the murder of a journalist because he didn't like what that journalist was reporting about his regime. That all used to be more than reason enough for the U.S. to shun the Saudi leader. But now, check out how Trump responded to this question in the Oval Office yesterday.
Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news, ABC fake news, one of the worst in the business. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
That's right. Trump responded to a question about an autocrat murdering a journalist by calling the reporter fake news and essentially defending the autocrat sitting next to him. Donald Trump and his family are getting all that...
Johnny boy, Bubba said, put your mouth on me. We're going to go back to the compromising situation they had Donald Trump in and why he's putting our country in a compromised situation. Did you not see the Saudi Arabian prince sitting there? Now we're going to go back to the video of them showing Donald Trump compromising photos of himself doing something naughty on another Bubba, more than likely. One moment, please.
You need to see this clip. This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. Shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it.
Where's Bubba? Where's Bubba, everybody? I'm getting a little hot. I turned my heat off, but honey, I'm a woman of a certain age. Where's Bubba? Can somebody tell me what Bubba is? Somebody find Bubba. Where's Bubba? How y'all doing this evening? Hello, King LaSwan. He said Trump must be locked up in prison. Yes, he must be. He needs to be. Joe Burke is going fast. An international embarrassment. Trump is an international embarrassment. True. LaSwan says lock MAGA up too. Honey, they need to go too. MAGA dangerous. They're targeting black and brown people. They only joining ICE to target black and brown people. See, people that were not popular in school or wasn't handsome or whatever, they join MAGA. And then MAGA joins ICE. Hate crime groups, you ask me, in my opinion. I don't live with my parents, baby, and you need to call me doctor. I'm highly educated. I don't live. My parents died when I was a child. Suck a dick. And stop coming over here begging me to peg you. Ask your wife to do it. Stop cheating on her, going outside the household to get what you want. When you really want a man. Just be with a man. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't find anything wrong with it. King Chris says, what are the pictures about? Apparently, they have him in compromising situations, and Putin has those pictures as well. Epstein gave them to Putin as well. And that's why Donnie is inflicting pain on the American people, because he's doing the deeds of what our enemies in other countries want done. And then he pretend they're his friends. They're not his friends. They don't like you, Donnie. Yes. Philos OG says, make Americans poor again. That's what is happening. And XXXX24, I'm not even a grandmother. My daughter hasn't had any children. But I'm 52, and I'm proud of it because I look good for my motherfucking age. Oh, you call Donald Trump a patsy? Because I know you ain't talking to me. He's a fairy, if you ask me. Oh, boy. Hello, King Ryan. He said, red states are hungry and poor. Right now, baby, you're right, King Ryan. Yeah, you're right. And even the blue states are hurting, too. I don't sit around and pretend. You're right about everything you said in this comment. Rico says, I'd rather be you. Okay, well, thank you. King Ralph Perry says Trump is getting gifts while in office. They're giving him gifts, but they're holding those photos of old Donnie boy. Donnie, what that mouth do, boy? What it do? And Gorilla says, a liar before KJP. I don't know what that is. Miss Hummingbird says chronic TDS. Bless your soul, girl. If I had TDS, then I guess you got an STD. And JS on doo-doo said Trump sucks bubble. Well, apparently he's been sucking more than bubble. Who's a beta phoenix gone? Because I'm a female, born female, birthed a beautiful flower out of this flower. So I don't know who you're talking about. Chris says, blue hearts and blue wave, we're taking over. That's right, baby. Amen. King David says, you know that stuff every government does it. We just don't hear about. Now, that's true. You're right. I can agree with you, King David. I can. Behavior bender, dozing, dotard. You must be talking about Donald Trump because he dozes off at every press conference and meeting that he has with the MAGA Republican administration. King Allen says Phoenix is a beta. Y'all are messing up. Y'all don't be messing with Allen, Phoenix. Don't, Nobody, don't ever mess with Allen. King Daniel says you are nuts. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are. Go brush your teeth. They stain. You need to brush them, and you need to go get them bleached. Because, honey, you and your gums, and go do something about them pink gums. Ralph Perry, 3576. King Ralph says, vote blue. Vote better. Blue hearts. That's right, baby. I'm sick of Trump too, baby. Keep Skating says, I'm a lit and sipping some whiskey sweet, but I'm focused on you, baby. I'm focused on you too. Focus on you too. And I miss y'all. JS, yes, you're right. About the Katie Johnson, Donald Trump and the 12-year-old. It was a case against him. I don't know if he paid the family off or what, but it was dropped. But her own sister spoke about that too. Ryan says you can tell a Democrat because they have all their teeth. That's right. We ain't like MAGA, got rotten teeth and all. We got our own teeth, yeah. MAGA got booty doos, fat stomach, no butt. That's a booty do, yeah. King Allen says, Daniel, Biden accomplished more than Trump. Yes, he did. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, he did, and he's highly intelligent. Now, Biden hasn't always done things right, but he tried to make it right. And that's what I like about him. He said he had to learn more about the black race because he did say some hateful things before, and he owned it. I got to respect that. But Donald Trump is a reprobated mind. He would never own what he does wrong. Never. Hit the like button for me, everybody. One moment, please. We got a couple more minutes. Let me see what else I got to talk about. Take a listen to this from Keith Edwards about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the stupidest person ever. My opinion.
Let me make sure I got this right. Donald Trump sends the National Guard to D.C. where there's no emergency. There's no reason to be there. They're literally picking up trash because there's no point in sending the military to D.C. A judge then rules that it's actually illegal for the National Guard to be there. Then after the judge rules that, Donald Trump leaves the guards there illegally. And now we're learning the shooter who committed this crime was vetted by Trump's own administration and given asylum. And somehow, knowing all of this, it's still Biden's fault.
And you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
So I just want to make sure I got this right. Donald Trump
is the stupidest person in the world. Donald Trump is the only president that we know of that every leader has photos of him doing compromising things. Only a bully and somebody like Donald Trump will stoop so low. Bullies will do anything to get ahead in life. Put your mouth on me, Bubba. So Trump wants to invade Venezuela, yet pardons convicted former president of Honduras, a drug lord. Really, Donnie? Hold on, you guys.
Let me get one thing straight. Donald Trump is demanding the U.S. go to war with Venezuela because he says they're smuggling drugs into our country and we have to go after the gangs and the traffickers. Yet at the same time, Trump will turn around and want to pardon the former president of Honduras who is serving a 45-year sentence in the United States of America for helping to smuggle drugs into our country. This was never about the war on drugs. This was about a war on stealing oil and committing regime change in Venezuela. So let me get one thing straight. Donald Trump is...
It's about stealing the oil and the minerals from Venezuela. That's what it's about, Donnie. His children are grifters like him, want to take from everybody. Donnie want to take from other countries because he owes favors to the people that have the photos, compromising photos. This is why he's doing all of that. And if he doesn't do it, they threaten to release. Putting his mouth on Bubba's. Put your mouth on me. And that was from Josh, the progressive. So we're going to listen to United now and subscribe to him as well. And this is about a new picture of Trump that is raising a lot of questions about his health. I'm not concerned about his health. I'm ready for him to go bye-bye so we can be free. I want to be free.
New photos of Donald Trump that were taken today at Mar-a-Lago are raising a lot of questions about his health that we cannot ignore. As you can see here, he looks extremely unwell. He's been consistently falling asleep during public appearances. Here's a better look at him, and as you can tell, there is clearly something wrong. He's been behaving erratically lately, even by his own standards, and of course, we still have no explanation as to why he got so many MRIs recently. When you connect the dots with his family history and what his own relatives have publicly said, the picture becomes even more unsettling. In case you didn't know, Donald Trump's father actually had dementia, meaning it runs in his family, so it's reasonable and responsible for the public to start asking questions when Donald Trump is seen looking the way he does. Even some of Trump's own relatives have spoke publicly about this, including Mary Trump and Fred Trump III. They've said they are very worried Trump has dementia because he's showing the exact same signs they saw in his father.
As we all know, and we talked about on this channel, Donald Trump's mother and father both had dementia. And because both had it, there's a grand chance that Papa with the pissy pins just may have it. And they're lying about his MRIs. But they're not fooling me. Oh, no. Not fooling me at all. One moment, please. We're going to take a listen to something about the Epstein situation, okay? And then we're going to get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you, King Ralph Perry. I love you. Thank you for blessing me with the super chat. One moment, please.
You're not going to like this, but the women of this administration are nothing more than Epstein victims, well placed within the administration for payback for what was done to them. Because how else can you explain these women being so loyal to the tangerine twat waffle if there isn't a transactional situation going on here where they're getting something for giving up what was precious to them when they were children? Because you've got Caroline Levitt, who is 28 years old, married to a 60-year-old. Now, 15 years ago, when Epstein was at the height of his power or disgust, that means she would have been 13 years old. He would have been 45 years old. That's the age frame that we've seen all of these alleged victims coming forward and speaking about when they were touched. Even Virginia was about the same age when she was messing with Andrew, who was about 45 at the time as well. It just seems odd that you're seeing people being put in positions with no qualifications or rational explanation of why they would be there. I mean, even Lindsay Halligan was an ex-pageant girl who has known Trump for decades, let alone have the ability to be a prosecutor for Virginia. But we do know that she is a personal attorney to Trump for years. So it just wonders, are all of these women of the administration victims of Epstein or the tangerine twat waffle, yet nobody's put this together? Pam Bondi doesn't even register as being qualified to be the position that she's in, yet she is. So do these women all have something on the tangerine twat waffle that could bring him down? Or do you think they all got their positions out of merit? You're not going to like this, but the women...
They didn't get their positions out of merit. No one could make me believe that. Because they don't qualify. Especially that Levitt girl with the man that could be her father or grandfather. No. She's not qualified. That's why she messed up so much when she's up there giving press conferences. The press secretary, Levitt, no. Pam Bondi, it's not that she's not high IQ. She just don't know what she's doing because she doesn't qualify for the job. Cash Patel, who you put your mouth on, boy? Huh? Who you put them D suckers on? Run them D's for me. It doesn't add up. The people, like Pete has said, pretty boy. But that doesn't mean he ain't put his mouth on something to get to where he is. Because apparently, Donnie Boy put his mouth on a couple of Bubbas. Hold on, please. Where's Bubba? Hold on.
Went through 2 of these today, and it knocks the hell out of your throat. But so far, I'm doing okay, right? Okay.
He was having a flashback with a big, beautiful bill.
Where's Bubba?
And I went through 2 of these today, and it knocks the hell out of your throat. But so far, I'm doing okay, right? Okay.
He was having a flashback with a big, beautiful bill.
Where's Bubba? All right, let me read the super chat from my beautiful king, the king moderator of my channel, King Allen. Baby, I love you. Thank you as well. I love you, King Allen. You make my channel work, and I appreciate you so much. And you know I love you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Let's see, because I want to play things so it can be a subliminal message to the people. Because MAGA, they're a little bit slower, so it takes them a while to catch on, okay? To understand what Donnie is doing to our country. Hold on. Let me go back to that so I can have a subliminal message in your mind so you can sleep on this and think about it and stop thinking about me pegging you, because I'm not going to do it. I have no more Vaseline left, MAGA. The MAGA men, I don't have any Vaseline left. You're just going to get a couple tears if you want it. But I prefer not to. Hold on, please. One moment. So, again, Trump has sold out our country because his compromising situations he's put himself in. We're being punished.
You need to see this clip. This is Donald Trump at the royal court shaking hands like usual. But then this guy shows up and completely steals the show. He grabs Trump's hand and doesn't let go to show that he is in complete control of this situation. And as you can see, what he says here completely rattles the president. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls a stack of pictures out of his pocket. He says a few words here, seemingly savoring this moment, and everybody in the back is wondering what the hell is going on. He shows the images to the president and the prince, and Trump immediately wants to take these pictures away from him. And then the mystery man and the prince share a laugh while Trump is just staring in disbelief. He tucks what he has away in his pocket and then snatches the other stack of papers from his hands, but he just laughs it off because I'm pretty sure he has his own copies. It looks like Trump is scrambling to explain himself, but they're obviously not buying it. If anybody knows who this guy is, or if you know how to read lips, it'd be pretty sweet if you could decipher what they're saying in this video.
How many bubbles is it, Trump? How many? I pray to God there's no more children. Please, Heavenly Father. How many? Melania doesn't care because she don't have to be bothered with you. She's not sleeping in the White House with you. She doesn't have to smell you. No one can sleep in the bed with you because it's been alleged that you just poops all in the bed. It just runs out of the diaper like diarrhea. One moment, please. So we're going to leave with some good happiness because this particular guy is mentions in mascaras. I love him. He is on Instagram. Please go on his Instagram page and follow him. Handsome, teeth immaculate, beautiful man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Handsome. But he doesn't want me. But I just love looking at him. I'm going to be honest. I love looking at him. He's beautiful. Hold on. I love this guy.
Well, hey, Sugar Britches, how you doing, honey, on this Lord's Day? I'm doing good.
Look at him. He is handsome.
Thanks for asking, hon. Now, listen, I've been wanting to talk to some of the Bible beaters out there, and I know you're going to be watching this after you get out the Lord's house. I know it. I know it. Listen, don't be judging me for drinking on the Lord's Day, honey. Y'all be drinking red wine, claiming it's his blood. I just think that sparkling wine might be his white blood cells. This is what I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. You know how for years, honey, y'all been claiming that Jesus is going to be coming back. My question for you is this, hon. What if he's already come back? Hear me out. You know how Jesus hung out with all the downtrodden and the people who needed a little help in life? You know, he did that. That was his whole thing. It really was. So my whole thing is, honey, what if he has already come back, honey, and instead of Jesus, it was Jesus, and y'all done deported him? You know, what if he just crossed over some borders seeking a better life and he came back in a different place than you thought he was going to come back, and then you said, you ain't staying here? Or, honey, what if he was the guy sitting outside of the grocery store asking for money, and he was just testing you, and you said, not today. Not today, Jesus. I've got to go in there and buy me some overpriced groceries, but I ain't giving you nothing. All I'm saying, honey, is that if Jesus is going to be coming back, I don't think he's going to be showing up in a Range Rover, honey. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I mean, his daddy might be omnipotent, but from what I understand of him from the good book, honey, that's not the way he's going to be rolling. It's probably going to be in an Uber X. So the next time you see somebody who's a little down on their luck and you think to yourself, I'm not going to help, I hope you think to yourself, what if that's Jesus and he's just testing me? I think the easiest way to avoid all this tomfoolerishness, honey, is just to think to yourself, self? Maybe I should just be kind to everybody all at the same time. Just everybody. We can just be nice to everybody, honey, and we could just pretend that every single person who needs a little help on this earth is Jesus testing you. That seems like a good policy to me, honey.
Okay, honey, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Do me a favor, go with God and call your mama and ask her if Jesus has already been deported and if maybe that was just Jesus in disguise and y'all been tested and you all failed. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye, hon.
Please, y'all, go to his Instagram, Mansions and Mascara. I could sit and watch him all day. He used to live here in Atlanta and he moved aboard, you know. I love him. He's something amazing. His fashion game, I love it. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, Cory Booker got married. Yeah. The Green-Eyed Bandit got married. Cory Booker. Beautiful wife. Got him a black woman. I think she black. She may be Hispanic. It's hard to tell these days if who Hispanic and who black. It's hard to tell. Because when I go places, people think I'm Latina. No, I'm a black girl. But Cory Booker got married. Yeah, let me see if I can show y'all that. And we're going to get out of here. Here it is. This is a photo of Cory Booker. He got married to Alexis Lewis. And I can't tell if she black or Hispanic. She looked black to me, but it's hard to tell these days. But anyway, this is Cory Booker. Congratulations to Cory Booker. And this photo come from the Shade Room. It's not actually their photo, but I'm using it to show y'all because Cory Booker has tied the knot. Congrats to Cory Booker. I hope he hasn't been compromised by Donald Trump, and I hope he be better at his job when he returns from his honeymoon. My fellow Democrats, we need y'all to work a little harder because King Bernie Sanders, Queen Jasmine Crockett, the Queen AOC, and a lot of the other women that's in the Democratic Party, and the ones that's over the Epstein situation are working hard. Cory Booker and Hakeem, the Green-Eyed Bandit, you need to do something to make the American people smile because us Democrats are very tired now. I don't think we can take much more. We need you to fight harder for us. That's why we voted y'all in there. But we about tired. Eyes real tired now. Eyes tired. Yeah. Y'all go with God. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? God bless. Good night.